Libra rising, but I am a Gemini. Why'd you say thank God? Now she said thank God in all caps. Jarrell, I was quiet. That's the thing. I was a totally different person in high school. I was a totally different person in college, a totally different person in Boston. Because I don't think I was quiet. I was quiet. I was just real studious in high school. I was just real studious in high school. But Jarrell, by the time I got to Cheyenne High School, I had my messy phase. And that's the thing. Paisley knew me when I was messy. Or she knew me in the height of my messy phase. Because middle school and freshman year of high school, messy. They should have called me Messy Maurice. That's what they should have called me because I was messy. I was like, I used to stir the pot and then like hide my hands. That's the type of girl that I was. Hello, YouTube Judies. Y'all know I'm in the middle of TikTok. Welcome. We're going to do this collective reading in a bit. But we kind of having a reunion on TikTok. But yes, and I just love being messy. I love spreading drama. And I was like, oh, girl, so-and-so said such and such about you. I want to let her say that about my mama. And then, like, I got the tea from everybody. And I'd be like, did you hear that so-and-so said this? And then I would go back to the other person. It was like, oh, girl, so-and-so said this about you. Whole time, nobody said none of it about each other. You know, I was creating mess. And then when somebody said something, I took that back to the other person. So they really said that. Exactly. And that's the thing. Even when I went over to Cheyenne High School, I still had the tea. I don't know what it was, but everybody wanted me to know their secrets. So I was still a little messy because I would gossip, but you know, because in middle school in our freshman year of high school, I used to love starting fights. And I wouldn't start the fights, but I would instigate the drama that would lead to the fights. Because it wasn't fun if there wasn't no fight. It wasn't fun if there wasn't no fight. Boo, boring high school. Did they go talking that mess? Okay, that's what I was looking for. It's about to be a what? A girl fight. It was very dangerous. It was very dangerous. But once I got to Cheyenne High School, I was like, I don't want to be that person anymore. I'm turning over a new leaf. So I just got studious. I focused on my studies. And that's why Jarrell thought I was quiet. Because in a way I was. Okay. But y'all should have saw me on the weekends. On the weekends, I was still hanging out with my Cimarron and Brindley good Judies. I was back kicking it with Paisley on the weekends, okay? Muncie and sandwich teas. But Paisley wasn't really messy either. Paisley wasn't messy. Paisley was about as messy as I was, if anything. I don't know if she's still in here, but she's about as messy as I was. We would gossip. Okay, that was my good Judy. Is there anything else I need to talk about before I get into this reading? I'm going to do a quick reading on myself, if y'all don't mind. Sometimes I feel like I need to do a quick reading on myself just so I get my mess out of the way and I'm not bringing it to the collective. And usually I'm wrapped up in the collective, but sometimes the collective readings be given, bitch, this is just me. Or it be heavily me influenced. And I just need to clear the energy so I know what's tea. But hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. How y'all doing? Yes. I know y'all like y'all chocolate offerings. How y'all doing? I'm getting ready to do a collective reading. But I need to do a quick little reading for me first of all. So I'm really not gonna tell y'all my tea. Oh, well, we'll see. You know, I ain't made up my mind yet. But everybody tell me what they had for dinner. So I had leftovers for dinner. And my leftovers were last night I made like truffle mac and cheese with extra mushrooms. And then like crab cakes. And yeah, that was it. That was all I had for dinner. That was all of my leftovers. And I had fried onion rings. But the crab cake was a whole lot of bread. It was a whole lot of cake and not enough crab. Pulled pork mac and cheese. I don't eat pork no more. But when I did, pulled pork mac and cheese was good. I need this dude to leave me alone. These men out here is toxic. He only hitting me up because he wants some of my booty. I need to cut him off and block him. Anyway, hello, ancestor, spirit guides, and angels. I call you into my space to assist me with this reading. So, any information or insights you have from myself and the collective, I'll be here to deliver. You know, my intention is to align people with healing, joy, and the most authentic versions of themselves. I'm calling it special attention from my higher self because I feel that I need to. But I ask that you protect our minds, our spirits, and our energies, and you bless us with the wisdom and the discernment that we need to know what is for us and what is not. Ashe. Thank you, Las Mas Terra. I hope I say that right. La Mas Terra. Terra. La Mas Terra. La Mas Terra. There we go. La Mas Terra. But thank you. I appreciate that, beautiful. Y'all are so sweet to me. Nice to meet you, Christina. Okay, so first, what is it that I need to cleanse my energy? You know what I mean? I did do that, like that quick spiritual rinse this morning, which was definitely helpful. I think I'll put that on my Patreon because that was really quick and effective. And again, like sometimes the rituals that do be 12, 15 steps do be really effective, but them 3 steps be working just as well. Anyway, hey Priscilla, how you doing, my love? I miss you, girl. I hope you've been doing all right. What information or insights do y'all have for me? What is it that y'all want me to know? And what can we clear up, you know, just so I'm not bringing any lingering energy into the collective reading? Interesting. I kind of knew this, but I'm glad y'all bringing it to my attention. Okay. Okay, eyelash extensions. Have you done any? Are you liking it? So you getting clients now? I feel like sharing. So essentially what this is saying is that like my guides are saying that I'm on the path that I need to be on. Like I'm on the path, like I'm on the road. I'm on the yellow brick road. But right now, just the state of things like kind of has me overwhelmed. And honestly, before last week, I had really good structure. I had a really good foundation. I had really good emotional maturity. But now, girl, between the eviction and Free Palestine and these coworkers and this boy and my manager, they're like, girl, you're distracted and you're overwhelmed. And they need me to return to my feminine energy with this Empress card. And not just like, they kind of want me to return to Malik, which is very interesting. I did not see it. I saw that you sent it, but then I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I saw that you sent it, and then I started watching it, but I think I got distracted or something. Did you send it to me on IG or did you send it to me here on TikTok? I need to watch it again. It is a lot, Christina. It is a lot. And our guys were just kind of saying that they gave me Malik, that they gave me this partnership. You know what I mean? Because he'll be able, like, he's going to be able to comfort me in some way. And I'm really not expecting him to comfort me, if I'm being honest. But he's going to be able to comfort me in some way, which I do find to be very lovely. But I got to be able to give him those things. Like, they're just like super challenging me to be very, very vulnerable with him. And like, when it comes between me and Malik, I'm okay with being, I'm not okay, but I am challenging myself to be vulnerable in the way, like, if there's anything going on between us, that I express my emotions and my feelings. But all the outside world stuff, they're like, you want to be strong, you don't want to need no man. You know, when you get overwhelmed by life, you kind of want to handle it alone. And like, we put this person in your life because they have everything that you need to feel calm, to feel safe, to feel protected. I will. I'm gonna just. Can you double tap it? Can you go and double tap it? Because if you double tap it, it'll like bring it back to the top of my like message notifications. Quick action plan for me. Hierophant, Page of Cups. Again, and now they're talking about indulgent. And it's like, because we're moving into Scorpio season, so I have a lot of water in my chart. And like, when you have a lot of water in your chart, you just got to be, even sometimes with like Sagittarius, I feel like even sometimes with like Taurus and Sagittarius energy, you also got to be mindful of being like indulgent and just like having escapist tendencies and being too hedonistic and like, I'm only going to do the things that feel good to me. And they just kind of saying that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And that is what I be doing right now. No tea, no shade. Right? But they've just created, like, so much space has been created in my life, not so that I can do that, you know, so that I can really fine tune what it is that I want. But with so much space, I'm like, oh, I have all this space. Now I'm going to do whatever the hell it is I want to do. Hey, Nate. That's Nate, right? That's Keith. Right, but that's my reading. Now we're going to move on to the collective. Okay, thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels, for putting that on my radar. I appreciate it. I kind of knew it, but you know, it's always lovely to hear from y'all what y'all would like me to focus on. Let's get into it. Yeah, hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. So we have two energies. We're going to tap into the first one. What is it? What is it that you would like this collective to know? So any information or insights we have for this collective, I'm here to deliver. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Okay, so a lot of us, we're kind of like juggling. 3 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Pentacles, Hangman in reverse. I'm just getting a sense of like juggling. There's like a juggling of options. There's a juggling of options, and there's a juggling if we're going to do what it is that we need to do, or we're going to do what it is that we want to do, right? And the divine has like success and joy and pleasure and newness and frivolity is coming through, and wellness and love. All these things should be coming in through our relationships and the connections that we've recently made. You know what I mean? With the 3 of Cups, but it's like surrendering to that process. Right? It's surrendering to that process and not feeling jaded. Some of us are jaded. Some of us are irritated. Some of us are burnt out. Some of us are saying it's all too much. It's all too much. And it even feels like perhaps before last week, some of us, we were on the route that the divine was taking us, and we was ready to go, and we was going to do whatever it was that we needed to do. And now it's just like, girl, I need a break. And the break is doing whatever it is that we want to do, right? The break is, you know, being a little immature, a little selfish, you know what I mean? And Star card, we need to return to the self-care. Star card, 4 swords, world card. right? There's just something about like, keep trying, like keep like us trying to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going, where the call is actually to slow down. When things get intense, when things get overwhelming, it's not time to keep going and to keep pursuing what it is we want to pursue. It's time to slow down, right? And again, this is just like, I feel like this is just like American culture, and I'm not sure if everybody who's listening to this is an American, you know what I mean, or lives in the United States, but this all just very, 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 very much feels like, oh, all this traumatic shit happening. Okay, let's go back to work. Let's go back to being motivated and on the path and doing whatever it is that we need to do. No, girl, we got to deal with that shit. We got to deal with it. Okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna realign? How are we gonna like reorganize and repurpose and restructure our lives? Right? That's one end. But then also we just gotta deal with the emotions of it. We gotta feel it. We gotta feel it and deal with it. And then, but we can't even come up with the action plan or the restructuring. They're showing me like a restructuring of the life that we want to walk into until we deal with the things that have just created this like upheaval in our lives. Right? Because it happened in a number of ways for a number of people. This could be with the government, this could be with the system, this could be, with your boss, this could be with your relationship, this could be with your friends, your family, your health, whatever it is. Right? But there's just something, there's kind of like there's like a wall. Like they're showing me like a wall, right? This Knight of Cups and this Nine of Wands, right? They're kind of showing me that this Knight of Cups is walking into the wall that we see here in the Nine of Wands, right? That we're tired, we're exhausted, and we're trying to move forward with the things that were exciting us, right? We have these cups and this chalice and this pool of water in our hands of the things that we found joyful and exciting and pleasurable, right? And we were like, we're really, 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 really excited for this. And then life happened, right? And then life happened. And then we're like, okay, life happened, but I still want to enjoy my cup. I still want to enjoy my glass. I still want to enjoy my goodness, my wellness, my pleasure, my joy. And we can, right? But we got to deal with the thing that popped up. And some of us don't want to deal with the thing that popped up. Yeah. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords in reverse, which again is telling us that we're thinking about it, that we have ideas, but we're kind of burying ourselves in the clouds. Like some of us are like doom scrolling. Empress in reverse, we're absorbing and receiving things that we don't want to receive. You know what I mean? It's not that we're absorbing and receiving things that we don't want to receive. We're receiving the things that we want to receive, but we're not receiving the things that we need to receive. And because we're receiving the things that we want to receive in excess, and there's not a flow of energy, it's like it's causing it to just be a little clunky. It's just getting in the way of our flow. Right? Can we get an action plan? What is it that we would like this collective to do? If this is resonating, please continue to double tap the screen or drop an emoji for me. 8 of Swords in reverse. We're like, it's like somebody is like freezing up. Somebody's like freezing up. Somebody's like paralyzed by fear. I'm glad I'm able to help, Christina. 8 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Pentacles, Death card in reverse. Let me sit with this. This feels really like fragmented. This feels like really fragmented. It's like stop and go traffic. And it's not just like stop and go traffic, but like we're like hitting the brakes really hard on the freeway. That's just the image that they're showing us. Because again, just to reiterate that there are so many things that we're excited about life for, but there's all these like jump scares, like oop, jump scare, oop, jump scare, oop, jump scare. You know what I mean? And then instead of dealing with the things that are causing us to have that jump scare reaction, we're just trying to move past them. Um, that's an interesting question, right? But instead, and like we're just trying to move past the jump scares, right? And it's kind of what they're showing is like we're scared, but we don't say anything, like we don't scream, and we just keep moving because we didn't want to look at that. Ooh, kind of like this person in my comment section, right? Who in your life do you actually think cares about your birthday? Like my friends and family and me. Anyway, so what now? Right? But instead of like addressing the thing that it's popping up in front of us, we're just trying to move past it, right? We're like, ooh, I'm not gonna scare, I'm not gonna scream, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna react. I'm gonna just put my blinders on and move forward in this direction. You can't do that. You can't do that. And then like when you do that, the route becomes heavier. These things are popping up and like showing up in our lives because we're supposed to be responding to them and acting and engaging on them, right? But because we're not doing that, we're becoming more tired. We're using more coping mechanisms. It's dragging our energy down. And again, like whether you decide to deal with it or not, these cards are just kind of showing me that we're carrying it. That we're carrying it either way. So instead of like carrying it and acting like you're not carrying anything, how about we carry it and deal with it? There's a lot more agency and power and release in that, right? Death card in reverse. Moving into Scorpio season, like we just got to transmute the energy. We just got to change it up. That's what the challenge is. Mars and Scorpio. You know what I mean? Mars and Scorpio will take and destroy and transmute so that we can have something better. Two of Wands, Seven of Cups in reverse. Lover's card in reverse. Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Like this is good. This is good. This is good, but it's also not great, right? The thing is, again, we're trying to distract ourselves and look at the things that we just want to look at. And then we can do that if that's what we want to do. We can do that if that's what we want to do, but it's not going to yield us the results we're really looking for. The way to our wellness and our abundance and our wish fulfillment, again, is by actually dealing with the things that we don't want to deal with. By dealing with the things that are just showing up in life. That's all it is. That's all they keep saying. We just got to deal with the things that are showing up in life. If we deal with the things that are, truth burp. If we deal with the things that are showing up as they show up, we can like move past them and deal with them and get some progress. But there's this like sweeping under the rug that don't make no sense. Let me see. They want me to get a particular deck, but it's not here. So I'm going to go look in my backpack. Yeah, that's a beautiful way of putting it. Listen to the song that reminds you of your ex. Don't skip it. Go to the old coffee shop. Let me go find my Moonology deck. They want me to pull from that one. Okay. Okay. Can we get an oracle card for the collective, please, and thank you? Can we get an oracle card for the collective, please, and thank you? That's all right, Paisley. Again, you can always catch it on YouTube. Again, I go on YouTube because they're recorded, and you can always catch them at a later date if you need to review them. What Oracle card? Oops. What was I saying? I was talking about this, wasn't I? Gibbous Moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. You are very close to achieving your goal. This is on page 11. Gibbous Moon. The word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you are asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you are being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. This is not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know that there's a fuse attached to the situation. So be careful if you choose to light it. Okay? Attuned to the moon. I know that I'm on the right track. Additional meanings for this card. Now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project. You need to get back into good health habits. And then the teaching. Thank you. Thank you, Michaela. I appreciate it, beautiful. The gibbous moon comes at the very end of the lunar cycle, just before the full moon. She looks like she's bulging because she's almost a full moon. So she's nearly fully rounded. It's the culmination of the waxing cycle, and as such, tends to be a rather intense period of the month. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests a very ripe time in a very ripe situation. Yes, my loves? Thought I had to sneeze. But that is all for the first group. We're now going to move on to the second. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you for allowing me to deliver that message to that, to the collective. Y'all have another one for me, and I'm here to deliver it. Right? So, what is this other message that is coming through? Y'all still hanging with me? Drop an emoji for me, please, and thank you. What is this other message that we have? Please, and I appreciate y'all double tapping the screen as always. What is it that we have for this collective, please and thank you? Like this energy feels a lot chiller than the last one. Like a lot more steady, a lot more even paced. What is it that we have for this collective, please and thank you? Excuse me. This looks really, really lovely. This looks really lovely. So like, I'm hearing the words like at peace, to be at peace with yourself, right? The first card that we have is the Six of Swords, followed by the Three of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Cups in reverse. This feels like we're just moving. We're just moving forward. We're just doing what it is that we need to do. And again, it feels like even paced. It's crazy that I don't see the Knight of Pentacles here, because that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like one step in front of the other. I'm just doing whatever it is that I need to do, and I'm going to do whatever it is that I need to do, and it's going to get done. Can we explain this Page of Cups? This Page of Cups is like, it's like It's not carrying an emotional burden, right? The Page of Cups is so interesting. It's kind of like a child, right? It's kind of like this childlike energy. And I've used this metaphor before, but you know how like children will just tell you that your back is big with no remorse, and they won't think twice about it, and they won't apologize, and they won't try to sugarcoat it, and they won't tell you, and they won't beat around the bush, and then they won't feel guilty about it. That's kind of what it feels like. And then I'm struggling to explain it because on one end, it's like you don't care how the other person feels when you express yourself freely and you just say whatever it is that you need to say. But it's not necessarily that. It's not callous in the way where you're looking to hurt people's feelings or you don't care about how they feel. It's more, you just don't have the energy to play this crazy game of Jenga or like Sudoku or a crossword puzzle, trying to figure out the perfect thing to say without hurting this person's feeling. It's just like there's just no energy and there's no time for that. And if the person gets their feelings hurt, I still get a sense of, like calm and serenity, and we'll handle that situation if we need to, right? But you don't have space or energy to be inauthentic with yourself and to give other people like a piece of you or a version of you that is not the true version of yourself. Again, children are so raw. You just want to be raw. This group just wants to be raw. And you sense that you being raw is going to call in everything that you want. And if you're not raw, it's going to fuck your vibe off, for lack of a better phrase. If you're not raw, if you're not who it is you want to be, who it is you're supposed to be, it's going to fuck your vibe off. And you like, I'm done doing that because you didn't try that already. And you need your vibe to be right. Yeah. This feels really good. This feels really necessary for this point in your life, for this point in the collective energy. Right, my loves? And again, with this King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, there was like a defensiveness. You know what I mean? In the past, there was a defensiveness. King of Swords, Chariot card in reverse. Seven of Wands, you know what I mean? There was this defensiveness. Like either you were trying to defend the other person's feelings, or you were trying to defend yourself because you didn't want to be put in the middle of no drama, or whatever it is. Right? You just didn't want that, and you weren't looking for it. Right? But again, it's like, I don't need to be defensive. I just need to be me. I don't need to do nothing extra. I just need to be me and communicate honestly and wholeheartedly, and just with the emotional truth of it. Yeah. What else is it? What else do we have for this group? What else is it that we would like this group to know? Please and thank you. Yeah, this energy feels really nice. Honestly, it feels great. I'm happy for y'all. I think I was a little bit more in the other group. I definitely feel this too, but I felt the other one a bit more. What else is it that we have for it? Please and thank you. Any information or insights? Okay. Okay, so they're like, your guys are saying that they're still, but you still got to figure out, right? They're very proud of you for making this leap and communicating in just this down ass way. Like, you a down ass bitch. Like, I wish I had another way to say it, but you just a real ass bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you just real. Right? However, they're saying that you've grown so accustomed to working and living and communicating in that other way, you know what I mean, that you don't exactly know how to seize the opportunities that are being presented to you. And it may not even be like new opportunities. So you might like resonate with the first pile in this way, where again, there's like all this energy has opened up to you, but mentally speaking, King of Swords in reverse, you're so used to moving defensively, even though you're not moving defensively anymore, you still see defensively, you know, if that makes sense. You're not moving defensively, but you see defensively. And because you see defensively, you know, there are new opportunities and new things coming your way, you know, that you want to take hold of, that you want to jump on. But again, I'm just getting it's the perception. If we can see with clarity, once we can see with clarity, my nose is tickling. My nose tickles when I like, oh my gosh, it must be talking to me. My nose tickles like, oh my gosh, when I do reading sometimes. I feel like Sabrina. Was that Sabrina? It wasn't Sabrina the Teenage Witch, it was the genie. Where she would like move her nose. And they be tickling my shit when they want me to listen to that. Anyway, yeah, like you're moving differently, but you don't necessarily see differently. And it's just delaying a little bit. And they need you to figure that out. Once we can figure that out, once we can iron that out, once we can learn, I think that's the learning curve. That's the learning curve. You know what I mean? Again, like you're in this new emotional, mature place, and you just don't have the energy to craft this different version of yourself anymore. And that's good. And that's great. You know what I mean? But it seems like that there still may be something in the back of your mind that may be nagging you. They'd be like, oh, but what about when such and such happened at one time? What if they respond like this? And again, you don't care how they respond. You don't care how they respond. You know what I mean? But the thoughts in your mind need to switch from what if such and such happens into what if the best outcome comes out of this? How do I get what I want out of this situation? Right? How do I get what it is that I want and desire out of this situation? And they're saying you're not going to learn by the end of this Scorpio season with this death card in reverse, but by the end of Scorpio season, you'll have new access to it. You'll have access to it. You know what I mean? You would have planted a new emotional seed, and you'll begin to see and understand what it is that you need to do and how it is you need to think to call in the life that you're really looking for. Again, this is another process that's just going to take some time with this world card in reverse. Again, this is more fixed energy. This is more fixed energy. And again, maybe, okay, because the cow here is really jumping out to me on this world card in reverse. So this could be that like you could really get a new emotional awakening, a new emotional epiphany, a new transformation after this. What is it? We got a full moon in Taurus on the 27th. That's what it is. So watch out for the full moon in Taurus on the 27th. And eclipses usually take about 6 months to play out. Right? So I'm getting for this group, like the full moon in Taurus is going to help move and shift some things for you in this direction that you're already moving in. So pat yourself on the back for that. You know what I mean? So, but that's just going to be the beginning, and it's going to help you out. You'll be learning how to do this and how to integrate it into your life over the course of the next 6 months. I want to get 3 more cards. What are the last three tarot cards that we have for this group? Hey, Angel, absolutely. Angel, if you would like a reading, please send $10, $15, or $20 over to my Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Those links can be found down in the description bar. But right now I'm doing the collective. What's the 5 of Wands? Okay. So they want to give you, so this collective, so this group, they want to give you another tidbit. 5 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Pentacles upright, King of Wands upright. Right? Again, this is the conflict. If anybody starts giving you conflict, if anybody starts giving you lip, you know what I mean? If you're starting to anticipate conflict or lip or anything like that, the flip side of that is just really like, again, focusing on what it is that you want. What is it that you want to receive? Who is it that you want to be in this situation? What energy do you want to give to others? Right? And as other people may or may not be getting super activated, may or may not be getting activated. It's up to you to use your passion, again, that fire energy that exists within you. They want you to use that fire energy to get passionate about living in that high quality energy, living in the Six of Pentacles, living in the give and take, and the luxuriousness, and just the juiciness, right? The juicy high quality goodness, right? Energetically, make sure that you give that and move in a way that manifests like passion and excitement in how to receive that. You know what I mean? It feels kind of fiery. Like I'm kind of like heated right now. It's like, what do I have to do to stay in alignment with that? What do I have to do to stay there? Right? And again, trying to figure out that puzzle, the puzzle of how to stay in alignment without sacrificing a piece of myself is going to get y'all the desired result. Yeah. I shaded that. That was beautiful. Let's get an oracle card for this group, and then we'll close out the collectives. Okay, can we get an oracle card for this collective, please and thank you? What did I say? This isn't a full moon in Taurus, but it's a new moon in Taurus. Right? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So again, that Taurus energy is coming through. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus is on page 15. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you are doubting your self-worth. The card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign to not give up just yet. Attune to the moon. Get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. And then additional meanings for this card. You will soon be able to afford the thing you've been dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most, it will help you find peace. Again. Like, I just got to say that again. Because that's what this whole thing has been. Like, y'all value being raw. Y'all value being real. You value being yourself. And getting clear on what it is that you value is going to help you find peace and center your values at the center of your connections. Take some time to pamper yourself and start a standing order on a savings account, no matter how small. And then the teaching. We often feel that it's somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is the time to work your magic to create the money you want so that you can have the creature comforts that you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what it is you already have. Yeah, so again, that's just showing gratitude and appreciation for the things that already exist in our lives. Right, my loves? Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so thank your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels for allowing me to deliver these messages to you. That concludes the collective reading. I'll probably stay on for not too much more longer. Does anybody want a reading? Do any of my good Judies want a free mini reading? If you want to become a good Judy, you can subscribe to me here on TikTok or over on Patreon. And that comes with one free mini reading a week. Otherwise, if you would like a reading with the action plan and or oracle cards, please send $10, $15, or $20 over to my Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. I see, Angel. Let me see. Let me check my queue to see if anybody sent anything. Yes, you can have your mini. You're very welcome, Felicia. Let me see. I feel really stuck and unmotivated in terms of my career. I feel unsure of where to go. My Venmo, if you look in the description bar and click on my stand store, you should pull them all up, but that is my Venmo. It's Mo Online. Let me see if I can. Okay. Hey, Tegan. That was a good collective reading. That felt really good. Ancestors, spirit guides, and angels, again, thank you for blessing me with the gifts to be able to do this. My background looked really good, don't it? We're going to start off with the mini reading for Yusuf. So let's get into it. Did you want a general, Yusuf, or did you have a specific question? Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you for allowing me to deliver those messages to the collective. We're now going to tap into Yusuf's energy. And Yusuf is looking for a mini reading. So if there's any information or insights y'all have for Yusuf, I'll be here to deliver. Thank you, Angel, my love. Angel, I got you next. This is really intense. This is really intense right now. All I'm thinking about is the 50-pound seafood boil. Thank you, Angel. I got you next on the queue right after Yusuf. Well, hello, ancestral spirit guides and angels. Let's tap into Yusuf's energy. Can we get a general reading for Yusuf? So any information or insights we have for Yusuf, I'm here to deliver. Please and thank you. So Yusuf, like, I'm getting your guides kind of need you to get your self-criticism under control. I'm getting that your guides need you to get your self-criticism under control. And I feel like I say this a lot with you, Yusuf, that there's like a lot of excitement. There are a lot of things that you want to explore. A lot of new opportunities out there just waiting for you about things that just feel really, really, really fun with this Sun card. But the King of Wands in reverse, the Four Swords in reverse, one or two things. This could be that like you want to put yourself out there, and this could even be both, and get yourself some new friends, or you want to go out and do these things, but you don't want to go alone. Which is it? Or is it both? Both of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm getting that the issue with you, Yusuf, is that either that you want to go out and have new experiences and have fun, but you're not doing them, or you're just like being hypercritical of yourself, or when it comes to finding new friends and relationships, you don't want to put yourself out there. Again, because you're hypercritical of yourself. Is it one or is it both of them? Uh-oh, is it lagging for anybody else? Can we get an action plan for Yusuf, please and thank you? Thank you, baby. Yeah, YouTube is fine. YouTube is fine. It's TikTok. YouTube's on TikTok. Is it lagging for anybody else on TikTok? Let me know when it's clear, Yusuf. And I can also like once this is done, once I'm done on live, honestly, got you. Is it still lagging? Let me see. Okay, so here's the thing, Yusuf. Here's what I suggest. Yeah, so like Yusuf, I'm gonna get you your action plan, but my recommendation is that like whenever you get a steady connection, like run over to YouTube and watch it on YouTube because all of this is recorded on YouTube. So you can go to YouTube and like I would say check in at about like 45 minutes in. Checking it about 45 minutes in, and I think that's about when I started your reading, and you can just check it all then. Right? And again, if you have any questions, you can always IG me. But your action plan. Your action plan feels very interesting, Yusuf, because you have the Four of Pentacles. And originally what I was going to say is like your Four of Pentacles, it kind of feels like, it looks like you're holding on to something and it's like, what are you holding on to? But it feels like you're holding on to yourself, especially with it being next to this Hermit card, right? And it feels like you're holding on to yourself in an attempt to protect yourself, right? So again, I don't know if this is making yourself smaller, not expressing all of yourself, not living 100% of your truth, not stepping out there and being the bad bitch that you know you are. You know what I mean? And again, you have the vision. You have the vision, Yusuf, of where it is you want to go and who it is that you want to be. But again, you just have a hard time stepping into it because two things, right? Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting that you don't really have a lot of people around you that maybe inspire you or that you can like feed off of or like bounce off of. In that way, in Star card in reverse, I'm getting that your self-care is still a little lacking. Right? If the self-care got better, you'd have more confidence. Once you have more confidence, it becomes easier for you to step out there. But if you ain't got no self-care, then you don't feel good. And if you don't feel good, you're not going to do nothing. No tea, no shade. Yes, baby? Okay. I hope that helps. Again, once you got a better connection, go watch this on like YouTube at around like 45 minutes. And then if you have any questions, you can always IG me afterwards, right? But yes, please thank your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. And until next time, this is XOMO. Moving right along, moving right along, moving right along to Angel. Thank you for sending Angel. And then we're just going to get right into your question. Thank you, Angel Babes. Thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels, for allowing me to deliver those messages to Yusuf. We're not gonna. Is this your first time here, Angel? Or are you one of my good Judys? I got a good Judy whose name is Angel. I'm just not sure if that's you. Your icon a little small. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. We're now going to tap into angel energy. Okay, got you. Okay, well, thanks for popping in again, my love. That's the thing. I kind of thought you were a regular, but I just couldn't. Anyway. But tapping into angels energy. Hello, angels, guys. You know, my intention is to align Angel with healing joy, the most authentic version of herself. So any information or insights we have for Angel, I'm here to deliver. Please and thank you. First up, why is this acting so weird? Don't be weird. There we go. Okay, so Angel would like to know, Angel feels stuck and unmotivated in terms of her career. She's not sure what to do. And how can Angel gain clarity on what her path is? You got a lot of different questions here, so I'm gonna simplify this, right? Simple questions, clear questions get us clear answers, right? And there's like 3 or 4 different questions here. Let me just break it down. So you're feeling unmotivated. You're not sure what to do or where to go. How do you get clarity on what your path is and how you get there? But you also want employment instead of just gig work. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. I'm gonna just tell you right now, Angel, we're not gonna be able to tap all 5 of those. 5 or 4. That would be a complex reading. You know what I mean? But here's what I want to do. I want to get, I think the questions that have like the most like that are going to get you the most bang for your buck is like, how do you get in alignment with clarity? And then what should you do in terms of your career? I can answer both of those for you right now. Right? So hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. So we're going to tap into Angel's energy. How can Angel get clarity about what it is she's doing in terms of her life and career? So any information or insights we have for Angel, I'm here to deliver. Please and thank you. How can Angel get clarity? Like right off the bat, Angel, I'm getting that you just need more time to yourself. And let me know if this resonates or not. Like right off the bat, Angel, you just need more time to yourself for yourself. And it's like, because honestly, part of your energy feels like you may already be getting a lot of alone time. You know what I mean? But your alone time is not intentional. And again, take this with a grain of salt. It feels like your alone time, you know, you could be watching a lot of TV, you could be scrolling on social media, you could be listening to music. It kind of feels like you're consuming a lot of other people's content, right? With your alone time. And because you're constantly in this, let me know if this resonates or not, but because you're constantly in this state of like consuming things, because you don't allow there to be like silence or quiet or, you know, like nothingness or stillness, you know what I mean? You kind of have a hard time getting in touch with your divine connection and getting in touch with your intuition about what's really going to bring you joy and fulfillment, right? And you have the 4 of Pentacles, and this 4 of Pentacles just feels like you're holding on to a lot of things that make you feel comfortable, but they're not bringing you progress, right? And again, this is just an example, so it may not be this exactly, but it's like you have an artist that you love, or you have a favorite album, or like a favorite television show, right? And whenever you get off of work, you come home and you listen to the album back to back, or you watch the television show and you'll watch the show like 10 times over. You know what I mean? Because they make you feel good, because they make you feel comfortable. And yes, they make you feel good and make you feel comfortable, but you're seeking that comfort because you're irritated in your daytime and you're like in your gig work, right? But you're not, if you're really irritated with the gig work, you should be coming home and creating an action plan on how to get away from the gig work, not just how to find comfort. Yeah. And comfort isn't a bad thing, but there's a time and a place and there's a balance for everything. Mm-hmm. You just need more alone time. Again, like a journaling process about. Do you ever see repeating fives? Yeah. So you have two cards of journaling. You have both of the cards of journaling. The only other card that you don't have is the Hermit card. So journaling, I highly recommend. The Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is about blocking out the outside world's perspective. So like not listening to your friends, not listening to your family members, not listening to society about what it is you should want, what it is you should have, what it is you should be doing, and just talking to yourself, right? After that, you have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is another card that talks about evaluating. It's in reverse right now, but this card, I'm going to show it to you upright. This card is about evaluating, what's working, what's not working. What have I done before? What are my current circumstances? What's clear, what's unclear. Oh. Jonah Ford, please go somewhere. Y'all really be in my comments out of pocket. I'm sorry, I got distracted, my love. Seven of Pentacles, again, is about what's working, what's not working. You know what I mean? What have you done? What is something that you haven't tried before? Right? This is just about evaluating where you're at, where you've been, and where it is you want to go, and what needs to be tweaked in order to get there. However, something else that they're bringing up with the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups in reverse is that, like, I kind of get the sense that, like, I don't know if it's like challenges or like, it's like disappointments. It's like either you hate challenges or you hate disappointments. Right? And I get that. Like challenges and disappointments don't feel good. Right? But with these cards in reverse, these cards are saying that you are more than capable of handling challenges and disappointments, but you kind of tell yourself that you're not. You kind of tell yourself that you don't want to deal with them. And because you don't want to deal with them, that keeps you from like receiving new things. Does this make sense? Does this resonate? Do you ever see repeating fives? I was asking you that earlier because when we see repeating fives, it's about challenges and upsets. You know what I mean? The more challenges that we have, the more opportunities for new blessings that occur. Right? You got to take the good with the bad. More money, more problems. New blessings, new lessons. That type of energy. Okay, repeating ones and twos. Okay, repeating ones are like new beginnings, and repeating twos, those are also about duality, right? I can see that as well with the Lovers and the Two of Swords. That's about if you do the work, if you do your work in the physical realm, you know what I mean? Your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels will pull strings for you in the spiritual realm, right? But again, so there's just something about like opening yourself up to challenges and not seeing disappointments as a failure, but seeing disappointments as, a new lesson, right? And if you're okay with learning new lessons and opening yourself up to challenges, you can just get a lot more new things coming through, right? Okay, I'm going to move on to your career. Can we get Angel some career advice, please, and thank you? Can we get Angel some career advice, please, and thank you? Mm-hmm. How is Angel gonna find stable employment? So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. You got the Seven of Pentacles again, right? So again, talking to yourself and analyzing what you've been doing, what's not been working, and what's a new tactic that you can try out. But here's what I'm getting. I'm getting that, like, I don't know what the gig work is, and I don't know what your job search process is like, but it just kind of feels like that you don't take your emotional well-being into consideration. And again, take this advice with the grain of salt, because I'm a spiritual consultant, so I'm looking out for your spiritual and your emotional wellness, and I do believe that those things can also coincide with your physical, and your material and monetary wellness. Right. But kind of what I'm sensing is when you go looking for a job, you just go looking for a job because you need a job. And because you're just looking for a job in any job, you know what I mean? You're not really manifesting or attracting from a place of desire. You're not attracting or manifesting from a place of, like, luck and wellness. You're attracting and manifesting from a place of need and lack and necessity. And when you manifest from a place of need and lack and necessity, it becomes more difficult for you to fall in line with what it is that you're looking for. Yes. Yes. Yes, I do, Anne. Yes, I do. Right? Right, Angel? Like, this Four of Cups in reverse kind of seems like you're looking at jobs and you're like, ugh, I hate all these jobs. I hate applying to jobs. I hate the fact that I need a job. Right? But I'm going to do it anyway because I got to do it and I need to do it. And so on and so forth. Right? Instead of looking for, I'm getting for you that you really need to like your coworkers. I'm getting for you that you really need to like your coworkers with the Two of Cups. Yes, you need to like what you're doing, but low key, no tea, no shade. You liking your coworkers may even be better than you liking the job in and of itself. Hey, if you'd like a reading, please send $10, $15, or $20 over to my Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. So kind of for you, no tea, no shade, what I would do is, like, I would just go around and start going into places and doing like a vibe check. Like going at different stores in the mall and seeing if the people are chill, seeing if they're friendly. If you like the vibe, ask them if they're hiring. I would get in the field. I would get in the field, and you have like a lot of emotional energy. You have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Moon card, which is telling me that your manifesting tool is your emotions, is your desires. So, right, first find the people, but then also find out what it is that you would like to do. You know what I mean? And stop just like quality over quantity. And I know people say, like, and I'm guilty too. I'm totally guilty too, that, like, applying to jobs is a numbers game. So if I apply to 20 jobs every single day, something's gonna bite, which is true. Something is gonna bite. However, I think it's smarter to say, I'm gonna apply to 3 to 5 jobs every day, but I'm only gonna apply to jobs that I'm really, really excited about. Right? So instead of filling out 20 applications half-assed, you fill out 3 to 5 really good applications, and they're really good applications because you're excited. You liked reading the job description. You actually, when they say, why do you want to work here? You actually had some real stuff. You go back and edit it just because you're not just trying to get 20 in. You have all day long to get 3 to 5, resumes in. You see what I'm saying? You pour more joy and more effort into it. And then attraction wise, you're going to get more out of your job search process. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, all the rest of this reading is just all the rest of this reading is like stop applying to just anything. Stop applying to just anything. You apply to just anything because you need a job, you want a job, so you want to get a job as quickly as possible. Easy come, easy go. Right? But you be stressed about money. And I get it. Money is stressful. Money is stressful. But true abundance, and this is what I try to like get through to people all the time. True like abundance, true wealth, true wellness takes your emotions into consideration. You know what I mean? You could have a job that's paying you really, really well, and everybody says, I want a job that's going to pay me really well, and I'll just like have fun on my vacations. You know, different strokes for different folks. But again, I'm a spiritual advisor. And when I give people really good advice, really good career advice, it always turns out, just for me, that people always feel 10 times better when they're making money doing something that they want to do. And then not only that, it is easier for them to find a job when they like the jobs that they're applying to. You know what I mean? So you have emotional fulfillment at work and in your pocketbook. Isn't that 10 times better? To me, that's what I would recommend. And these cards are just saying just because you're not exactly like aligned with that, just because you just be applying to jobs for sake, you know, for F sakes, because you need a job, that be tiring you out, you be irritated, you be bored, it be giving you a headache, and then you quit. So don't do that again. Right? I'm getting that's kind of the lesson you need to learn. But that is all I have for you. Let me get you 3 more cards. They want to get you 3 more cards. Can we get a specific action plan for Angel? What is it that y'all want Angel to focus on right now? But I hope this helps, my love. Can we get a specific action plan for Angel, please, and thank you? Yeah, chill. Take it easy. Take it easy. You got the 5 of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the World card in reverse. Again, like rushing and trying to beat yourself up to get a job and going at it with this hard, like rough, gruff hustle mentality. That's not for you. That's not good for your emotional well-being. It's not good for you. And you got the Queen of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. That just might make you like irritated and tired and angry and snippy and gossipy. And it's not going to align you with the Nine of Pentacles, which is high quality, luxurious energy that you can stay with for a long time, which is stability, which is really what you're looking for. Right? If you're looking for stable employment, you got to use stable tactics. So this is what I'm going to say. Look up Shaquille, the 6-figure business chick. Follow her content. Follow her on TikTok and IG. She gives you free game. She always posts jobs. You know what I mean? But she also will tell you how to like do your resume. Sometimes she has free seminars. Her services are expensive. So like if you don't, I would also check out, you know, just other like career coaches, recruiting experts, you know. Look for people in that area, right? On like YouTube and IG, and take some tips and make sure you're adjusting your resume and things of that nature. Because I found that to be really helpful when I started looking for jobs. So that's what I would do, Angel. Yeah, my love. But that's all I have for you, beautiful. I hope that helps. Please thank your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. And until next time, this is XLMO. All right, I'm going to go get some water. I don't be drinking enough water, y'all. It's like ever since I got this job, I just forgot I need to drink water. I'm going to drink some water and then I'll be right back. Okay, Angel, don't forget to thank your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels for allowing me to deliver these messages to you. You're very welcome, my love. Is there anybody vibing out and watching on YouTube? If not, I'll just close out the YouTube. But if y'all are hanging out and if y'all are enjoying the readings, I'll keep rolling as I do this last reading. But last but not least, we're going to tap into Anne's energy. Okay. Oh no. Okay, good. Fair enough. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. Tarot reading. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. We're now going to tap into Anne's energy. Excuse me. Anne just needs some words of encouragement, some uplifting energy. So any love and light we can send on over to Anne's way, I'll be here to deliver. Please and thank you. Daisy, this is a reading for Anne. But if you'd like to tap into the collective reading, that is available on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to tap into Anne's energy right now. So any love and light, any uplifting messages we have for Anne, I'm here to deliver. Please and thank you. Okay. So I am getting a bit of like collaboration. I know that's like really broad, but like it kind of feels like collaboration with children. You said that you love kids, right? And you wanted to work at a daycare or something like that, but you just didn't have the experience. They're just kind of showing me you like, hey Armani, how you doing? Like the opportunity to collaborate with children. I do feel like you would need to like lead this opportunity, but something like that is going to make you feel better. You know what I mean? Because children are going to be able to pour into you just as you're able to pour into children. Gotcha. Okay, she said no more of that. Oh yeah. Have you given up on that? Doing therapeutic art classes? I know it's too cold outside. Oh, you reached out again. Okay. Hmm. I know it's really cold outside, but I'm just seeing you playing with children. This could be your children, but they don't necessarily feel like your children, right? You sense I do sense a bit of like worry and stress, which makes my heart hurt. But you definitely made the right move. You definitely made the right move. What else is it that we have for Anne? Okay, they're proud of you for Ten of Swordsing it. Okay, I'm gonna stop YouTube, but thank you, my YouTube loves. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel because more videos. I do these every Tuesday. And subscribe to my Patreon to get more information and to tap into my free weekly mini readings. All right, that's all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.